operatives of the Department of State Services (DSS) has confined the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB) Nnamdi Kanu to solitary confinement without seeing sunlight for 23 hours a day, Sahara Reporters has gathered. The nation's secret police have also allegedly not allowed the pro-Biafra agitator to change his clothes since he was redemptioned in June, and any detainee that exchanges pleasantries with him is condemned to a solitary cell or maximum security punishment. All these inhuman treatments and others are meted out as punishment on Kanu, according to the press release received from his lawyers. The statement was signed by two of Kanu's leading lawyers, Aloy Ejimako and Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and made available to Sahara Reporters on Thursday. In the statement titled, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention condition at the DSS amounts to torture. His lawyers also alleged that the DSS officials did not allow him to have a new pair of glasses since they broke into pieces, the ones he was using during his abduction in Kenya. The statement read, Our client, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has instructed us to make the following information public: that despite a court order to the country, the condition of his detention at the DSS headquarters in Abuja continues to be harsh, degrading and inhuman, that he is solitarily confined to a very thin cell 23 hours of the day without access to sunlight and any social interactions whatsoever. He believes that this is aimed at inflicting extreme emotional and mental distress on him and breaking him psychologically. That any detainee who encounters and greets him during the single hour he is allowed outside his cell is promptly put in solitary confinement or transferred to maximum security as a punishment for exchange mere greeting with him. Because of this, detainees have resorted to avoiding him and exchanging situations with him, not to talk of any other form of social interactions. That since the Nigerian government extraordinarily redemptioned him, he has not been allowed a change of clothing, and his jewelry, the Jewish prayer shawls, and other religious materials brought to him by the council were all rejected and returned back. That the DSS has refused to replace his corrective glasses, that is his lens, which were smashed by agents of the Nigerian government in the process of the violence they unleashed on him while adopting him in Kenya. This has led to a rapid deterioration of his sight. That he is restricted to meeting with his counsel in an atmosphere devoid of private discussions with his counsel, and he is, after times, denied perusal of legal documentation his counsel brings to him to review. That he is not allowed to sleep with a pillow, and this has led to him developing acid influence, which comes with acute burning sensation in his chest pains, and extreme difficulty in swallowing. That on the 17th July 2021, one of his lawyers, had assigned Barrister Aloy Ejimako, was detained and interrogated for hours by the DSS when he came to the DSS on visitation to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who witnessed the detention before being led away, was very distressed and alarmed by this incident, and he considers it a brazen act of intimidation of his counsel, that he has to date been denied access to the British counsel despite her repeated requests to see him. And on the day of his last court appearance, 10th November 2021, the British counsel, who was in court to observe the proceedings, was intimidated by DSS officials who restricted her from coming close to Nnamdi Kanu. That to date, the DSS has denied his repeated requests for an independent medical examination to determine the extent of damage done to his body by a suspected substance he may have been injected with during his abduction and extraordinary redemption. He has reason to believe that the said injected substance is depleting the paroxysm content of his body, thus causing him constipation, a feeling of skipped heart beats, and fatigue, muscles weakness, and all that. That in the circumstances of the foregoing, Nnamdi Kanu continues to have a persistent and heightened feelings of potent threat to his overall well-being and safety within the DSS facility where he is currently detained. As a matter of fact, or the matter of urgency, the DOS should start the processes of crippling Nigerian economy by placing sanctions now on Nigerian economy to press the release of Nnamdi Kanu before it will be too late. Buhari government running Nigeria like school court. Any rivalry that made himself visible must be killed, and only their men can do anything and get away with it. One wondered if a same party that comes from opposition to win election and come into power is really unfortunate, because Nigeria will still exist from APC government. Honestly, this is really bad that we are, facing this. From the comment here so far, you will see that Nigeria is never a place normal human being lives. The tribal sentiments are too much to settle. The earlier we separate away, the better for all of us. I rather live in a 5-state Biafra nation where there is peace and understanding than to live in this dead trap of a country called Nigeria. Time shall tell. All right, these are some reactions by Nigerians. I think federal government have to be very careful on this. Let nothing happen to him, because if he dies, that is going to be worse. If he dies, that is going to be worse. So be very careful with this. So guys, I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts with us, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Bye for now.